Hi, I'm Julia Camilli, and today I'm going to talk with you about mindfulness meditation and the meditations that I have available here on my YouTube channel. The intention of mindfulness meditations is that you can start to observe yourself, observe your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings, and from that point, you start to learn about yourself. So every meditation that I post here will be a little different from each other, but at the same time they will be similar because I really want you to focus on your thoughts, like what am I thinking through the meditation. It's normal to think. Everybody does that. The point, the real goal is that you start to understand it. Like, what do I think? Do you ever ask to yourself, like, what do I think usually during the day? Like, do you even know that? So in mindfulness meditations, you have this time so you can pay attention to those thoughts and start realizing what it's good and what it's not so good for your daily life and for your forever life, actually. Every meditation that I will be posting here, I will be guiding yourself. So I just ask you, if I tell you to close your eyes, keep your eyes closed, because that will help you to get focus on what's inside of you. Because let's do a test. You are with your eyes opened and like just looking at me in my video and probably a little bit of everything what's around you, right? Because our eye can see like so much around of us. But when you close your eyes, you see everything dark, right? So you don't have the visual pollution, let's put that way, around you. So it's easier for you to focus on what it's inside of yourself. You can open your eyes now. You see the difference when you close, and now that you open, you can see so much more, and your focus just become out of it, like out of yourself. So if I ask you, like, close your eyes, at the end of the meditation, I will be telling you, open your eyes. Every meditation, you can just sit or lay down the way that you feel more comfortable. It's up to you. You can choose it. I like to sit, and sometimes I like to lie down. It depends on how my body feels, because I work out at the gym, and sometimes my body is super ache. Like it's, oh my God, it's so much muscle pain that I need to lie down, and that way I can pay more attention to what's inside of me instead of being just focusing on my muscle pain, okay? When you sit in a meditation position, you can kind of like open your glutes, like one of each side, and when you do like this balance, you can sense like your bones like on the yoga mat, and that way you know that you're sitting in a good position, that your spine will be aligned and it will not be causing you any pain later on. You can cross your legs in whatever way you want to. You can cross, like, you don't need to put one on top of the other. You can cross like butterfly, like normal, like this is so easy. Everybody usually are able to do it. It's up to you. Here we are all free to do whatever we want to do, and it feels better and comfortable to us. You can also change your position through the meditation. If your legs start to like the tingling feeling, you know, like kind of like we say in Portuguese, in Brazil we say sleeping. My legs are sleeping, and it's like that tingling sensation. You know what I'm talking about, right? You can just change positions. It's also fine. So the goal with mindfulness meditations is that you discover yourself even more that you already know about yourself, right? Because we live in a crazy world that would never stop. And sometimes when we have like a little bit of our days, like in the morning per se, which for me is the best time, and to start the day slowly with like 10 or 15 minutes of meditation, I am sure and I promise you that with time, you will see the biggest difference on your life. You will see the difference when you do it and when you don't do it. It's clear. And You get more patient. You know how to react better to things on your daily life. You just start acting different. And I know each person is different also. So it all depends on how you live your life now to say like how long it would take for you to become like more present and more conscious on your reactions through life. But the goal here is that you start to understand what your thoughts are, what your feelings are, and what your emotions are, because they are all connected. And when we have, let's say, an emotion, like a stress emotion, something happened on your work, on your home, on with your friends or boyfriends or whatever. They're fighting over there. Hey guys, please, please, please. So if you have that emotion will cause a sensation on your body. Like let's say your heart will start beating faster, okay? And with that two things going on, your thoughts will start to flow at the same pace, at the same energy. So your thoughts will start to give you more stressful thoughts to think about. And that will engage even more your emotions and your body sensations. And your stress will be there like for maybe even days or hours, or who knows how long you're holding that up with yourself. Mindfulness meditations are for that reason also, and for much more things actually. But mindfulness meditations help you to understand what your body is telling you, what your feelings are telling you, and so you can understand your thoughts and maybe change it, or maybe really feel what you need to feel. Sometimes we also don't want to feel emotions, right? We just want to cover it up, patch it up, and that's all right, let it go, but you don't really let it go. Like let's say you had a fight with somebody, and instead of making it up or asking for forgiveness, you just think that you're super right and you don't change your opinion, and then so you stay with that feeling for, I don't know, God knows for how long, and that energy stays inside of you, getting stuck inside of you, and it kind of like attracts more things like the same for your life, even though you might don't even notice it. But that's what happens. All those emotions will start just to like filling up yourself until a day you cannot hold it anymore. You'll be like depressed or anxious if you're thinking too much about the future, right? Because anxiety is like thinking about the future, about things that we wanted to happen but we cannot control because it's the future, and everything that we have is the right now. And so mindfulness meditations are to teach you that you don't have future, you don't have the past, but you have the right now. What's on your power you can do right now to change your feelings, your life, your environment, and everything inside and outside of you. And of course, mindfulness meditations go way deeper than that. It has roots in Buddhism, and it's a spiritual practice also for connection with our inner self or higher self, right? The mind thinks, but we have something behind the mind, that thinker mind, that can observe our thoughts, okay? Because if you can see what you're thinking, you're not your thoughts. You are the observer. And who is the observer? Your higher self. The self that has the knowledge to help you to grow out of your thinker mind. Can I say that? Thinker mind? Mind thinking? And with the higher self connection, you can do wonders to your life. You can know yourself better. You can really start to understand who are you, what are you doing here. It's not only one purpose. The purpose is to live a life full of love and peace and happiness and so much more. And sometimes we are too focused on what is happening outside, on trying to get that job, that car, that house, everything material. And so we become stressed, depressed, because we don't think about ourselves in the inside. All right? And that's why a lot of people are suffering. And mindfulness being part of the Eightfold Path that Siddhartha Gautama left in the Dharma, it teaches us that everything has a deeper connection with other factors that will make us to live a more connected life. But if we practice mindfulness, our whole world will be beneficial from it. Your neighbors, your family, your friends, everybody around you, and even everybody around the planet will be gaining from this powerful energy that it's you connected with your inner self, with your highest energy. The goal here is really for you to find yourself, really truly live your life, because in the automatic mode, which is like how your mind usually works, you are not living in the present. If you start thinking about what you think, well, if you start observing actually what you actually think, you will understand that your mind is always in the past, or creating, daydreaming things about yourself or other people and situations, or thinking about the future or things that you don't have. And anyway, it's just like a never-ending cycle. And when you wake up for that, you realize that you're here. This is all we have, the right now. And you become the observer of your life and your mind. And that way you can really create your reality. And everything that you will see around you will become a learning lesson, and not a negative thing or positive thing. Actually, everything will become kind of like positive in a way, because you will learn with that situation in your life. The 3 pillars that I usually bring, you can check it out on my website and read my mindfulness description, my mindfulness blog over there. But the 3 pillars that I bring in my mentorship is that compassion, open mind, and non-judgment. Those are super important to live this experience in mindfulness, because that way you will be open and willing to be compassionate with people around you, yourself, no judgmental about everything you will learn about yourself and other things that you will learn about the world. And open mind. If it's too hard to do it by yourself, I am here. I offer mentorships, and I will be more than happy if I can to help you through this journey. I truly appreciate your time, and thank you very much.